Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new video here on the channel. And on today's video I will be talking about Bitcoin that right now broke above a very critical resistance range, also holding on perfectly towards its support. Together that we've got some news about the inflation reports for May 2022, and that could be really help us up here to shape up about how of course the next weeks are going to look here in crypto. And of course, guys, I will be talking about the FUD basically that's currently getting created by the New York AG. She's talking about Bitcoin reaching record lows here, and we'll be going in towards that and give my opinion about it. So, guys, make sure to right away slap up that like button to the channel, and let's dive right away in towards the content. So, right now, what can we see? Bitcoin, of course, is still holding on towards this, clear, important upward sloping support line, like you can see over here, right? This is a very important upward sloping support line for the 4-hourly time frame. Also, we have been looking, Bitcoin also broke down of this resistance line over here, right? So actually on the 4-hourly time frame, we're still continuing the uptrend because we're still forming higher lows along the way up here. And we're also forming a higher high along the way up. So clearly we can say that we are in an uptrend. But on the bigger picture, I will say that nothing has been really changing since the beginning of May. Considering how the macro environment is currently looking, we are still, of course, having a very hawkish Federal Reserve. And the question right now really is remaining, is Bitcoin really going to hold on towards this range, or is it going to be visiting lower ranges, right? So if we compare Bitcoin, this chart over here, towards the S&P 500, we do know that Bitcoin, on this region at least, has been really getting outperformed of the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has been bouncing a little bit stronger compared to Bitcoin. And that is, of course, not a thing that you would like to see. However, usually once that happens, Bitcoin tends to take its territory back over the course of the weekend. And just like it is last weekend around here, where the S&P 500 on last week was pumping on the Friday and Bitcoin was doing it on the Sunday, you can see here, if we're going to go back in towards the data, the 31st of May here, that was basically the weekend, and it was over here, the 31st. And we basically moved up, we created that CME gap over here. And right now we could be, of course, potentially see the same again. The Bitcoin is going to pump over the course of the weekend towards the upside, since the S&P did it over the course of the week. So, definitely everything can still happen in this market right now. But I will be still say, actually, Bitcoin has been very boring. And actually, Bitcoin has been not clearly choose its direction yet here. So whether we do break below the support line, I personally still think, we can go to 26k, but we're probably going to be bouncing back higher, and we're going to come down again, etc., etc. This is a phase in the market that could take very long, and that is a thing that you have to be prepared for right now. So make sure that you got your strategy right here. And in my case, my strategy is going to be dollar cost averaging. Of course, guys, we're currently in a 207-day downtrend, and like I told you already before, every single downtrend is going to come to an end. Once it doesn't seem that obvious anymore, once it seems obvious that this downtrend is going to last forever, it usually is going to be reversing. And 207 days is a very significant downtrend, basically a tracker. For a very long time, we've been trading in a downtrend. Of course, on the higher pictures, we are creating this crazy falling wedge pattern, guys. And I'm a huge fan of this pattern. It got currently an 89% breakout record towards the upside. It got an 89% win rate for a bullish breakout. This pattern we're currently creating here in the cryptocurrency market. So do whatever you feel comfortable with it. But I personally still think, Bitcoin can indeed consolidate, right? Bitcoin can go sideways for the coming months here. But at the end of the day, we're going to be breaking out here. We're going to be breaking bullish, and we're going to see a continuation towards higher levels. This is one of the most typical bullish bias reversal patterns, guys. And make sure to benefit from it right now. Then I also still want to be pointing out here on how the weekly time frame actually is looking for Bitcoin. Guys, I've been going over this almost every single day, and probably I will be still doing so as long as the opportunity is here. And of course, in the future, I will be shielding very hard that I told you so, because Bitcoin on the weekly time frame right now is extremely oversold, and you can clearly see it on this RSI chart we have been creating. We're once again touching levels not seen since the March 2020 pandemic crash and the bear market low in 2018. So guys, make sure to benefit from this right now here. This is one hell of an opportunity. Of course, this is not financial advice, but of course, I will be trying to be pointing out to you guys out there how big this opportunity is right now. And myself, currently, I'm accumulating every single day here. You could do it, of course, through Bybit, whatever you would like to do so. But Bybit, of course, is currently also offering you, if you do use my link in the description, a $4,050 deposit bonus. If you sign up normally, you will be getting only a $1,020 deposit bonus, like you can see in the front of your screen right now. So make sure to benefit from it. On Bybit, you could, of course, basically buy fiat. You could buy crypto with fiat. You could also buy Bitcoin with a USD Tether deposit or a Bitcoin deposit or whatsoever. So make sure to check it out in the link description. You can also trade Bitcoin on it, and it's definitely one of the most reliable cryptocurrency exchanges out there. Then I also just tweeted about that the CPI reports for May 2022 are predicted to be around 8.2%, and of course last month it was 8.3%, so it's slightly cooler than April, and that is of course a very good thing here. So the reports of the market ahead of Friday's consumer price index, which could show a continuation of the trend for the inflation, has been peaking. So once again, we're seeing another month going by, and another month where the inflation is going to come lower. So this is of course probably suggesting the inflation peak has already been seen. Investors are disappointed that the late May rally did not carry through on a second week of the gain. The upcoming CPI report may be the catalyst of the market. So maybe the next CPI report is going to be the reason why the market can finally start to be rallying again. And of course, if you don't know already, the reports are going to get released next week. So that's going to be definitely very interesting to see. Then Charles Schwab, Chief Investment Strategies, called for a surge of a bear market rally and said the sentiment environment is not universal bearish enough. So he thinks the bear market could even get worse. And of course, there are definitely possibilities that it is going to become even worse. So yeah, that is always why dollar cost averaging. In this case, we are at low risk stages that of course we don't know exactly what's going to go happening. So we're always going to dollar cost average. That's the most secure strategy to go with right now. Then also the New York AG warns against the cryptocurrency investments amid the state is pushing to ban mining. So the New York Attorney General Letitia James has issued an investor alert against risky cryptocurrency investments. And I mean, I totally agree. There are some risky cryptocurrency investments. Like these, of course, Luna, you could call it a risky investment, but there are a lot of these low cap market caps that could, of course, have been a very, very bad effect on your wealth here, because that's basically wealth destruction if they come down. But more importantly, she tweeted about it, and like you can see over here, the cryptocurrency market is extremely unpredictable. Just the last month, the market has reached record lows, and investors has lost hundreds of billions. So first of all, I think this is a little bit hypocrite because, yeah, on the classic stock market, the market is also coming down. And basically, the market is coming down to the aggressive hawkish behavior of the Fed. So it's a little bit hard to blame it on cryptocurrencies all alone. New Yorkers should be cautious and think twice before putting their their hard-earned money into this unsustainable market. But that is pretty funny. Nick Carter said, record lows, lol, the market started at zero. It's amazing how some of the top law enforcement officers just say things without thinking about what the words mean. And that is exactly what I'm trying to be pointing out here. She's just saying something without actually knowing what she's actually saying. And then also, record lows, lol, nope. And look at the traditional assets ROI versus the Bitcoin ROI. We can clearly see Bitcoin is outperforming everything. And also in the last few years. It's outperforming everything. So please be very cautious. This is, of course, not the time to be panicking. And of course, yeah, if we're just going to look back, I think it's very terrible what these, basically these law enforcements are doing. They are not even looking deep into the materia. And I think, yeah, of course, some of them have a point. There are a lot of shit coins out there that need to get regulated, that need to disappear from the market. But don't blame it on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, because if you say cryptocurrencies, you do also mean Bitcoin. So make sure to do your research on that before saying anything about it. And also, guys, in these periods in the market where the market is basically down a little bit harder, we are now already moving up here. It's harder to hold all Bitcoin because people are also going to fundamentally attack you. Like we can see on social media, people are going to start shouting to you. They're going to say very bad words to you. So, well, in a bull market, it feels like you're missing out. You're not part of a crew. You right now feel a fundamental attack on yourself. And that makes it also harder for some people to actually hold their Bitcoins. But make sure that you're always, I bought Bitcoin because I believe in the technology and I believe in the future and how it is going to change the world. So make sure to make yourself also thought up about that. And that could be a very good reason why you want to be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, right? I'm not saying that you should dollar cost average into altcoins. There are some altcoins out there that are definitely very good. Be very picky with them. So guys, thank you so much for watching towards this amazing new update video here on the channel. I just arrived here in my new apartment where I will be living on from now. I will go to the shop right now, get myself a computer, and start making good videos from off tomorrow. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.